looks like it bounces 5 feet. I mean, live, I'm like, there's no way he hit that. He needs to show a replay.
Even on TV.
Right. He's double.
Right. It is surprising. It seems like they do get a lot. Just don't see. You're talking about the best athletes in the world, over 100 miles an hour. I get it. It's not. But there are some.
When we went into this red zone, TVs in the concourse, and the Raiders. But you know, the one I wanted to see that nobody really said that it's about in that play was the guy he's still Mac Jones to the ground. I mean, just punishes him. Like, no, that was the last play of the game. That was lovely.
I thought it was.
But no, he scored the touchdown with no time.
I thought it was overtime, so that was the good.
21, baby.
So he had it.
Here we go.
Bud goes to church. Bud, my wife.
This team just why do they have to foul them every 10
They found me
seconds?
so family.
She keeps kicking it.
adorable?
Then we don't have to call out every single thing that happens. They can see it on the
When Cambridge girls come out to shoot around on the left side of the court,
The last two
it's okay to move the wide camera over to the left side.
I like that too. Because you can mess up.
Sometimes
You
just
can
make up
and then
right here. I could one.
You can't really make this up. The radio is great.
Yeah, I figured it might not be a good idea to touch the
tell you.
I just thought,
This place.
especially since we cover both teams, we look at both
I didn't
shoot
go. I
arounds.
wasn't on that. I wasn't on that.
AD there, PJ Woods. We have a table above the sports team. School meetings. Yeah, we appreciate it. Figure, broadcasting direct. I saw that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gene Ford Gymnasium for tonight's basketball game between the visiting Shenandoah Zeps and your Cambridge Bobcats. Tonight is youth night. We want to start by welcoming the youth teams from Cambridge. Starting with our 3rd and 4th grade teams. They are coached by Scott Meredith and Jason Farley.
Originally, we called it Gene Ford.
Let's hear it for our 3rd and 4th graders. Next up, we have our 5th grade team. Our 5th graders are coached by Ashley Voorhees and Sarah Lanning. Here for the 5th graders. Next up is our 6th grade team. 6th graders are coached by Chris Gebhardt, Trina DeBose, and Jessica Snyder. And we have our 7th graders. 7th grade team coached by Amanda Clayton. And our 8th grade team coached by Chelsea Coleman. Let's hear it for the 7th and 8th graders. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Cambridge Bobcats of your future. Let's hear it for those Bobcats.
AVC Sports presents high school basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, WB Green Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Southeastern Med, AMG Vanadium, Valentine Insurance, Chandler Funeral Home, Sue Snow State Farm, Woodsfield Savings Bank, Papa John's of Cambridge, and Abel's Electric Heating and Cooling.
Good evening and welcome to girls high school basketball on AVC Sports as the Cambridge Bobcats host the Shenandoah Zeps. I'm Dave Hilliard, and along with my partner John Valentine, we'll have all the action right here on the YRP TV YouTube channel tonight. So John, the radio list tonight, we're just video. Like video killed the radio star from the Buggles back in the old MTV days. We are just video only tonight.
Some of the kids have no idea what you're talking about.
I know. I'm talking to the older generation that might be.
MTV is no longer music television.
Yeah, like MTV back when there was music videos, right. Actually. So, game tonight, Shenandoah coming in here 5-5. Bobcats at 0-8. Frustrating season, but a very young team. What would you expect to see out of these squads tonight, John?
Well, I think what you're going to see is, just from watching film, and I haven't seen either team live yet, but just watched a lot of film on both of them, you're going to see a lot of pressure from the Zeps. They do like to run a lot of full court press and try to trap and try to steal the ball. They do steal the ball quite a bit. In fact, just a couple games ago against Shadyside, they had 27 steals in just one game. So that does not bode well for the Bobcats, who actually average, I think, 24 turnovers a game. So, that those two, that's a pretty tough combination. But I think you're going to see Shenandoah getting up and down the floor a little bit, and Cambridge needs to be able to take care of the ball if they want a chance to be able to compete.
Right. And this is my first time in this facility. Just love everything in here, and I especially like as I'm seeing the flag being lowered. That's just a really nice feature in the gym. I like everything here. State-of-the-art. We're in our own press box here opposite everything. So we'll stop talking here because we're going to stop for the national anthem. So we'll focus on that here for the next couple seconds, and then we'll go over our starting lineups when we get ready for that opening tip.
If you're having any problems with your heating system, you want someone who will be there right away to help. This is Russ Abels. At Abels, we provide emergency service for any brand of heating cooling system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We promise to get you up and running quickly and professionally. And if you ever need a replacement, we'll help you save energy and money with a new high-efficiency system, and we will do a flawless installation. If you need help with your heating, call Abels.
In today's marketplace, you have many choices for insurance. WB Green Insurance, a representative of Westfield Insurance, is committed to providing you with excellent coverage for your home and auto at a fair and competitive price. Westfield has been in the neighborhood for over 150 years, providing peace of mind and quality insurance products through independent insurance professionals. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield's pledge to their customers. Call WB Green Insurance today.
In your time of need, will you be happy with your cut-rate car insurance? Will you have the coverages you need? Valentine Insurance is dedicated to protecting you and your family when you need it. As an independent insurance agency, we have partnered with many reputable insurance companies who even have local claims adjusters to provide you with unbeatable service. Are you going to trust a talking lizard to help you with your claim? Really? Don't let this happen to you. Trust the professionals at Valentine Insurance. Call 994-1776.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it is for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company to offer liability coverage to package with their patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today at 638-3604 and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Back at Gene Ford Court here, girls high school basketball. Shenandoah visiting Cambridge. Right now they're announcing the starting lineups, and we'll do the same here. First for the Shenandoah Zeps, their visitors. A 5'6 junior, number 0, Maya Leach. A 5'10 junior, number 1, Kinsley Brown. A 5'7 junior, number 3, Emmy House. A 5'10 junior, number 22, Briley May. And a 5'10 senior, Carly Wickham, number 23, rounds out the starting lineups for the Zeps. 4 juniors and 1 senior, and they rely heavily on that junior class at Shenandoah. For Cambridge, starting lineup a little bit different than what we have seen in some previous games from Cambridge, but starting tonight, a freshman, number 2, Miranda Cole. A senior, number 13, Nevaeh Smith. A sophomore, number 15, Emma Kreis. A senior, number 25, Janiyah Conrad. And a senior, number 30, Kendall Kenworthy, rounds out the starting lineup for Coach Tim Lepla's Cambridge Bobcats. Getting ready for the opening tip here. Lots of fine sponsors in our basketball coverage tonight. Among those, Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, WB Green Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Southeastern Med, Abel's Electric Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration are just some of the sponsors of tonight's contest here on the YRP TV YouTube tonight. And our opening tip missed a little bit there, but the Cambridge girls are going to be in control of this one. Emma Kreis sets the offense for the Cats. Ball's been over here on the left side of the floor. Smith now skips it across. Shot attempt up and no good. Rebound and saved underneath. Scramble for the ball, and that's going to be an alternate possession, and that's going to go to Shenandoah since Cambridge had the opening tip.
Little matchup half-court zone there by the Zeps. They do like to run a couple of different defenses, try to trap out front and get those quick transition buckets.
I do think they like to change up their defenses too to maybe keep you guessing a little bit. Shenandoah finds a wide open Briley May underneath the basket, and she lays it up and in, and that's going to be the first basket of the basketball game. And there's that full court pressure that JV was talking about, and they just forced almost a turnover, but it was tipped out by Shenandoah. Cambridge going to take the ball out on the baseline by their own basket.
Yeah, when you put Leach and May out front, kind of a 1-1-2-1, but it's really meant to be a kind of a 2-2-1, but a trapping zone out front. You put Leach and May out there, and they cause a lot of havoc for teams.
Cambridge inbound it. Kreis running the show out front. And over on the right side now, Miranda Cole touched the basketball. May out there trying to slap the ball away from Kreis, but she finally gets around her on the dribble. It's knocked out, and lots of contact there. Just going to go out of bounds. And Cambridge is going to keep it baseline out of bounds again underneath their own basket.
Yeah, Kreis has some skill to be able to get to the hole. Just a little jump stop there, I think, might have been a little bit better than trying to get too close.
You're exactly right there, and Cambridge gets it in bounds. That was Cole handling the basketball again. Kreis got it again, penetrates, shot fake, shot attempt, in and out. Nice look, though. Nice move there and a jump stop like you called for, JV.
She must have hurt us.
And there's Maya Leach, and she is the leading scorer for the Zeps. She's averaging about 17 points a game, and she found a wide open teammate in the lane and was fouled, but on the floor. No shot attempt here. Ball underneath Shenandoah's own basket, and they're going to inbound the balls with Carly Wickham. She inbounds it to May. May might have got away with a walk there. Skipped the ball across the floor to House. And now Leach out on top finds May, and I think she did travel that time and right on top of it. And I'm going to point out, if you haven't noticed on the broadcast, 3 female officials, and I think that might be the first high school basketball game I've seen officiated an all-female crew.
Yep, all 3 OVAC officials. So they've worked some games together in the past, but as you mentioned, first time I've seen them together too.
Shenandoah there with the steal and a transition bucket, and that's something we expect out of Leach. She is a scorer. She's averaging almost 17 points a game. She took it strong to the backboard there. She got fouled, and she got a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play, and she's pushed the lead to Shenandoah to 4-0 here in the early going.
Yeah, you're going to hear Maya Leach's name quite a bit tonight. She is the straw that stirs the drink, as our friend BK likes to say.
And Cambridge does a really nice job breaking that full-court press, and the recipient of a nice teamwork there against the press was Miranda Cole, and she gets the first basket for Cambridge. It's 5-2 Shenandoah here. 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Again, they're attacking that zone. They get it in the middle of the floor. Leach jumps, stop, and a bucket again. Nice touch there from Leach, and she's got 5 of Shenandoah's 7. Cambridge trying to do another job like they did the last time. Good ball movement again. All the way to the rim. Left-hand finish, no good there. Cole couldn't get that one to go that time. Appreciate that she finished with her offhand at the rim. Shenandoah a little bit out of control with the basketball, and it's going to be a scramble, and it's going to be another tie-up. This time that ball is going to go to Cambridge on that alternate possession. Checking into the ball game for Cambridge, number 11, a sophomore, Chloe Saracen. Her first action of the night, and she touches it right away as it's inbounded to her. Jump stop, and it's taken from her by May. May kicks it over to Leach. Leach going to go in again. Layup missed. Nice pressure on that. And then a foul on the rebound. And Shenandoah going to keep the basketball here as that foul is going to be called, I believe, on Janiyah Conrad.
Boy, for Cambridge's sake, I hope not. Boy, that's what they said. That's her third already. Still 5:15 left in the first quarter.
That's what you don't want to happen. 3 fouls in 3 minutes. Nice little handoff there on that out-of-bounds play across the house. And she gets it to Brown, and Brown now defers to Leach. Cambridge in a 2-3 zone here. Look, they're going to attack it. They get it into the middle. That's a good place against any zone.
And especially when you have three-point shooters like Leach out here hanging out, where she can kick it right back out to her. She's not afraid to shoot from anywhere on the floor.
May kicks it outside. Brown lets it go, no good, but Leach gets that rebound, gets it back to Brown. And a reset of the offense here for the Zeps. Leach in the corner.
Nice movement by Cambridge on the defensive end to kind of take away that foul line pass.
Ball tipped. Shot attempt, no good. Cambridge with the rebound. And there's Cole. Again, she's going to take it all the way to the rim, and it's knocked. I think they might have missed that one, JV, because it hit her in the back. That was the first thing where it went out of bounds. And but Cambridge is going to get to keep the basketball here. 7-2, 4:18 to play here in the first quarter. Nevaeh Smith back into the ball game for Cambridge. And then the first sub off the bench, as we've seen, there is Cadence Knoll for the Zeps. Cambridge again with the basketball here. Shenandoah man-to-man defense. They've switched between that zone. This time it's man-to-man. Tried to get it into the high post and couldn't get it done. Knoll has it tipped away, but Shenandoah keeps it. Nice ball movement again, and there is Leach. Shot up, no good. And Shenandoah gets to the board first. Leach lets that three-pointer go, and that is nothing but net.
Yeah, like Leach. I said, she is not shy. She will put it up from
now with 8 points, and Leach gets a steal on the press, but the layup's no good. Fights for the rebound, and that's going to be a jump ball, and the Zeps are going to keep it. Lampier into the basketball game for Cambridge, and that's who tied up Leach on that rebound. Shenandoah basketball underneath their own basket.
3 held balls already, alternating possessions.
They get that inbounds to Leach, and she is fouled on that shot attempt. She's going to get to shoot a couple, and she has a chance to get into double figures here in the first quarter, JV.
Yeah, she is the captain of this team. She certainly, as she goes, the team goes. She's aggressive, as you can see. She's already got 3 rebounds in the first quarter as well.
She really has a good nose for the basketball. She just, and has quickness to get there as well. First one, though, no good, and she's going to get the second throw here. Dribbles it, spins it back, takes a look at the rim, and that one's nothing but nylon, and she's got 9 points. Shenandoah leads this one 11-2, 3:35 to play in the first quarter. Cambridge gets the ball into the middle against that press. Nice job. And here on the dribble, cut off on the baseline. Nice job against that press, though. Inside look. Shot attempt up, no good by Kreis. Tried to make a nice post move. Got herself too far behind the backboard there, but ball knocked out of bounds by Shenandoah. And the Cats are going to keep the basketball here, I believe.
Yeah, for a team that averages, I think in the pregame I said 24 turnovers a game. Oh, no, it's 29 turnovers a game as Cambridge. For having 29 turnovers, they've been breaking the press pretty well so far.
They've done very well against that press. Good ball movement against it. They've got a nice easy shot against it a couple of times. There's Kreis again, and this time she's going to be fouled. And that foul is going to be on Briley May. That is her first foul, team's first, and they're saying that was on the floor. So Cambridge going to take the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket here. 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Kreis to inbound here. Having trouble finding somebody, throws it long.
That's not where you want to put it.
Leach beat her to the basketball. Nice hustle play, though, by Nevaeh Smith. Comes from behind, knocks that away as Leach is trying to score her 11th point of the game. Nice hustle and nice defensive play there from Smith. Ball inbound. Boy, nice play there. They were really patient. Got the last person that set a screen and rolled to the ball, House. She went right to the ball, and that's Kenworthy's foul, and that is her second foul. House going to shoot 2. And the first one's off the back iron, so she still gets that second shot here. Exactly 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Shenandoah leads Cambridge 11-2. And that second free throw also no good. And Lampier with the rebound, shovels it outside the Saracen. Saracen is trapped and she throws it away. Leach has got it again. She looks ahead for May, but throws it over her head out of bounds, and that's a turnover to the Cats.
Trying to speed up just a little bit more than she needed to.
Boy, Leach just seems to be everywhere on the court for Shenandoah. She's really quick to the basketball. She gets in the passing lanes. Cambridge against the press again, doing a much better job. They didn't put the ball on the floor, and I think that was the key, JV. They just passed the ball, didn't put it on the floor. And there's a shot attempt up and off, but rebounded by Kreis, and that rebound attempt is no good. And here comes Shenandoah. Leach controls the ball again for the Zeps. 2:25 to go in this first quarter, and they're trying to find Wickham inside and just skipped it away from her just a little bit too far, and that goes out of bounds. Cambridge basketball.
So now you get a good look at that full court press. Again, kind of like a 2-2-1, but really it's a 1-1-2-1, a diamond, a backwards diamond. But the goal is to be able to get Leach up there to be able to trap.
Right.
And not let the ball get to the middle of the floor.
And once again, Cambridge does a pretty nice job against that. Nice job there. And again, Cole took it right to the defense. She was fouled, and it's going to be out of bounds. That foul was on Leach, and that was her first foul. 2:14 to play. Zeps lead this one 11-2. Cats having trouble finding to get the ball inbounds. Finally, deep and inbounds to Cole. Cole, left-hand dribble, and now backs it off to set the offense. And that was just an unforced error there. Shenandoah comes up with a steal, and here comes Knoll. She throws it head to Leach, who saves it, tries to save it, I should say, and she stepped out of bounds. A little sloppy going here in the last minute from both teams, dear JV.
Yeah, 5 turnovers so far for the Zeps and 7 for Cambridge. We thought they'd be getting up and down the floor, but, Shenandoah's they can get down the floor, but, just some errant passes are keeping them from putting more points on the board.
Now Shenandoah back into that 1-2-2 or 3-2 look there, and a shot on the left wing bounces around, goes in for Nevaeh Smith. And that is a three-pointer, and it is now 11-5, Shenandoah. And now a three-pointer on the way, no good, and rebounded by Cambridge. And they're going to bring the ball up the floor. Again, Christ being hounded there by Leach. Leach just looking to try to make a still nice backdoor cut there, but knocked away by Knoll. And she's going to run the floor quickly here for Shenandoah. Kicks the ball over to Irvin. Irvin now to Leach. Leach 3-ball short. May right there saves it, but right to Cambridge. And that's to Christ. Christ now. And she is fouled by Leach. And that's a big foul. That's on Leach. That is her second foul. And that's somebody they cannot afford to lose.
A little frustration foul there, I think, for Leach. She had her feet set on that 3, but she looked a little tired, didn't quite use enough of those legs to be able to chuck that ball up.
And you see that happen so often in high school basketball or even college basketball, pro basketball. You make a mistake on one end and you compound it because you're a little frustrated, and you foul on the other end, or you might turn the ball over or something. And that's one of those. It's just you get 2 errors for the price of 1, John.
Right. And that and Coach Schott's getting her out of the game, giving her a little bit of a break. She knows that she needs her down the stretch. Picking up a third, especially in the first quarter, is certainly not ideal for the Zeps.
And we've already seen that happen to Cambridge. Christ finally gets the shot off. And she had to force it a little bit, less than a minute to play now. Shenandoah with the basketball and going to be fouled out top there. A little bit too aggressive with Saracen. And that's a good foul, though. I mean, she was being aggressive, trying to come up with a steal. We'll give her credit for some hustle on that one.
Absolutely, especially when you're 0-8, right? I mean, you got to make something happen and get a spark going.
You got to try to make something happen, exactly. Now, Shenandoah with the basketball. Irvin, another three-pointer, and that was an air ball.
I swear it was a pass, Coach.
Rebounded by Wickham, and she lays it in. 13-5, Shenandoah leads this one. Lampier fires it, and it's turned over, but there's going to be another alternate possession, and that's going to go to Cambridge here. 30 seconds left in this quarter. Shenandoah leading 13-5.
4th held ball already in the first quarter. I'm running out of room in my scorebook.
That's the best rule ever invented in my book, John.
I agree.
That jump ball every time took forever to play basketball games. Cambridge now trying to get a good shot attempt here. Lampier, baseline turn, and she knocks it down. Her first basket of the game makes it 13-7 Shenandoah. And a little light here for Cambridge as you got Leach sitting over there on the bench, and they're making some hay here, John.
Yeah, that was a real nice play design and good footwork there by Lampier.
Nice turn to that backboard, right up and in. Shenandoah trying to tack that zone inside out. Three-pointer on the way, and it's banked in at the buzzer. And that's just the way things have gone for Cambridge this year as Kinsley Brown banks in the three-pointer to make it 16-7 at the end of one. Now, we'll take a quick break. You're watching high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Our community is a special place, and you work hard to make a living and build a good life for you and your family. It's not always easy. You deserve a local financial partner to be there when you need them most. At Woodsfield Savings Bank, we live, work, and play here. Our cutting-edge technology combined with local decision-making allows us to deliver unmatched personal service. Let us start earning your trust today. Woodsfield Savings Bank. It's personal here.
Chandler Funeral Home and Cremation Service not only offers the most modern and spacious funeral home in the area, it also offers the largest outdoor monument selection display. If you are considering a lasting headstone for a loved one, take a drive by Chandler Funeral Home to view their wide variety of sizes and colors. For personalized assistance in selecting your monument, contact Chandler Funeral Home at 732-1311 or on the web at chandlerfuneralhome.net. Choose comfort. Choose Chandler Funeral Home.
Back at Gene Ford Court here in Cambridge, Ohio. Shenandoah leading this girls basketball contest 16-7 after one period of play. I'm Dave Hilliard along with John Valentine. High school girls basketball tonight on YRP TV YouTube. And again, one of those things that you never knew that radio would also evolve into live stream YouTube events, but it's 2022, JV.
It is, and thankfully the cameras are not on us today, only on the girls on the floor. That's where the action is.
That's a good thing. Cambridge out in a little 1-3-1, maybe trying to get a little trap, maybe a steal here. Shenandoah patient with the basketball, and there's that steal we were just talking about. And Cambridge has the basketball, almost threw it away again, but under now control, and they're in the offensive end of the floor. Dribble baseline side by Christ. She's cut off. Cole now. Ball tipped away. Saracen tried to recover it before it went out of bounds, but her foot hit that sideline, and that's going to be a turnover for the Cats. Shenandoah basketball here, just underway in this second quarter. 7:27 to play here in the quarter.
And into the game for Cambridge is Bailey Kenworthy.
And again, Cambridge back in that zone, trying to keep the ball, and kind of a tough call there because that's what you teach defensively. Just get your hands up and hold your position. And that's going to be a foul on Kenworthy, and that on Kendall Kenworthy, and that's her third foul.
And team 7th.
And that's going to be 1-1.
Yeah, that's a tough call for Kenworthy. I mean, she's in the right position. She didn't reach. She didn't come down and slap her. She called her for a block. She was in position.
May at the line for the Zeps, and the first one is in and out, so she doesn't get that bonus. Ball fought for, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Shenandoah. Cambridge zone on the inbounds here. Shenandoah gets the ball into House. House powers through a little defensive pressure. Banks it home for her first bucket of the game. She's got 2 points, 18-7 now. Shenandoah leads this one. Cambridge on the offensive end. Cole running the show there, a freshman, taking over primary ball handling. And that's impressive when a freshman can do that.
Yeah, her playing time has certainly increased throughout the season, but you can see she's aggressive. She can handle the ball. She's a little strong with the passes. She puts a lot of mustard on those, and that's caused a couple issues so far. But, yeah, she's a pretty nice-looking player.
All right, Cambridge gets it inbound. Shenandoah looking to maybe trap a little bit out of this defense right now. Cambridge looks inside, ball bounce, nice look inside, and that ball's up and no good. Kendall Kenworthy had a nice look at it, but couldn't get it to go. Shenandoah on the run. May got bumped a little bit, shot was off, ball out of bounds. Cambridge basketball, 18-7 in this second quarter, 6:33 to play. Cambridge the only bucket so far in the quarter. Excuse me, Shenandoah the only bucket. And there's Lampier again. Nice find there from Smith. Lampier gets her second bucket of the game. And that's 18-9. Shenandoah leads this one. 6:14 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, it's a good cut by Lampier, finding the open spot, and you can't miss her. She's a big girl. She might be about 6 foot tall.
And that three-point attempt partially blocked. Cambridge going to come away with a rebound. Nice ball movement ahead, and it's a wild shot, though, underneath there by Smith. Probably just needed to try to get both hands on that one and stop, but couldn't get it done. And that foul going to be on Sarah. Oh, that was on Christ, okay. I thought they were calling it on Shenandoah there, but that foul on Cambridge, and that means we're going to go all the way to the other end of the floor and shoot free throws. Briley May going to be at the free throw line. On the season, she's a 65% free throw shooter, but she is 0 for 1 tonight. She just missed that front end a second ago. And she gets another opportunity here. And this time the front end is good. And that's her third point of the basketball game, making the score 19-9.
Yeah, shooting 1-1 right at the beginning of the second quarter, basically. Going to be a long half for the Bobcats.
And second free throw missed. Ball out of bounds off of Shenandoah. Cambridge basketball. You're right, JV. Lots of free throws going to get shot in this second quarter. Cambridge now on the attack offensively. Christ back out top over to Cole. They're trying to find Lampier inside again. She did a nice job posting up. They got it to her at the free throw line. Christ dribbles. Redirected there by Knoll. And that ball almost turned over. Finally, Christ gets it. Shot in and out. Gets her own rebound up and in. Hoop and the harm. She's going to get the bucket and one here. And that foul's going to be on Knoll. Nice job there by Christ, staying with it. Missed that first shot, but got the rebound, put it in, has a chance now for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, first shot, she really didn't have a real good angle at it, but was aggressive enough to get in there and get the rebound and put it back up and in.
And that free throw was off. Shenandoah with the rebound, and they have the basketball leading 19-11. And there's a nice shot fake, but boy, Christ recovers defensively and knocks that out of bounds. Irvin put that shot up, but Christ there to swat it away. But Shenandoah is going to keep the basketball. And they're going to call a timeout, even in a quick 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here. JV right now, 19-11. It's one of those, they didn't get off to the greatest start in the world, but they're not letting Shenandoah run and hide from him here so far. So they're still within striking distance here in this second quarter.
Well, they are, and they need to take advantage of this particular quarter because Leach is on the bench with
exactly.
those 2 fouls. So if you're going to make a run, buddy, this is the time to do it while she's sitting over there catching her breath. But so far that hasn't been the case. They haven't been able to really put the ball in the hole. They have made 2 baskets, right, obviously, in this second quarter, but you see the scoring has slowed down for Shenandoah as well because right, Leach is that go-to person.
Other sponsors for us tonight: AMG Vanadium, Valentine Insurance, Woodsfield Savings Bank, Papa John's Pizza, Sioux Snowed State Farm, and Chandler Funeral Home and Monuments, all sponsors of tonight's broadcast. And Shenandoah taking them out of bounds underneath their own basket. A little trouble getting it in, but finally to Irvin. Irvin baseline and drive, but it's poked away by Smith. And Shenandoah is going to keep it, taking it out of bounds on the G in Cambridge. It's painted on the floor down there. And inbounded again, this time three-pointer on the way. And May connects from deep for a 3. She's not shot it very well from the free throw line tonight, but with a three-pointer, and she only shoots the ball on a 38% clip from the field, so nice three-pointer for her. 22-11 now. Cambridge on the attack. Christ dribbles and gets a block call. A little bit out of control. I thought that might have been a charge on her, but block was called instead.
Certainly some contact, that's for sure. That made me cringe up here. Boy, Christ was going full speed towards the basket.
That foul on Irvin, Savannah Irvin, her first foul.
And they're giving her shots here.
Christ going to shoot 2 here. First one good. Going to get the second one. Christ, a 45% free throw shooter on the season so far. And that second free throw off the front iron, but rebounded by Lampier. Shot blocked, rebounded again by Cambridge, but this time Shenandoah's got it, and they're trapped, triple teamed on the baseline, and that's going to lead us to a timeout. I can't decide if they're doing a full timeout or a 30. It's a 30, so we'll just keep it right here. Christ doing a nice job there, being really aggressive on offense, JV, and it's certainly helping the cause of the Cats here in the second quarter.
Yeah, she was 0 for 4 in that first quarter and trying to get her feet underneath her again. She had a couple bad angles there in that first quarter, and then we saw it again here early in the second quarter.
on the one that she did miss, but she did put it back up and in, and she got a free throw as well. So she leads the team, averaging almost 8 points a game, and so she is that catalyst.
Right.
So and she is aggressive. She likes to try to get to the hole and get to the foul line anyway. So, and with the defense, with Lampier in there, she's going to have more opportunities to do that because they're doubling on her. So there's more passing lanes open where she can take advantage of that and get to the hole.
Well, Shenandoah has outscored Cambridge 6-5 in this quarter, make it 8-5 there. As nice teamwork there, and they find May for the easy lay-in. That makes it 24-12. This is one of those times in the game Cambridge really needs to be effective on offense, get themselves a basket, and speak of it, there it happens. Kreis hits a three-pointer, and that cuts that lead down to 24-15. I was just getting ready to say you don't want to lose track of the Zeps right now, and she hit the three to cut that lead back, but nice ball movement again from Shenandoah. And that foul, I'm trying to see who they reported that on. That was on Lampier. Yep, and that's her first foul. And Kinsley Brown shooting a couple here for the Zeps. And that first free throw bounces off the rim. Kinsley, a 60% free throw shooter on the season here. Zeps 10 games into their season, 5-5. And Brown missed the second one, but she's going to get another one because there's a violation. Bailey Kenworthy just couldn't keep herself from falling into the lane before the ball left her hand. So violation accurately called here, and Brown gets to shoot that second one over. Bounces it a couple of times.
She's going to get another
off,
one.
And that was another one. This time, Miranda Cole is the violator as she stepped inside of the three-point line. They told her to back up. Good move.
Yeah.
So once again, Kinsley Brown, a 60% free throw shooter. I can't spit it out there, but finally gets that one to go. She had enough attempts at that second toss and finally got it to go for her fourth point of the night, making it 25-15 halfway through the second quarter. And that ball thrown off of Saracen, and again, JV, you pointed us out earlier, Cole, she put some mustard on the basketball, and Cole just couldn't handle the pass.
Yeah, and you don't mind doing that if, in certain instances, but when there's no pressure, there's no reason to throw it that hard. It's just really difficult to be able to handle for some of the girls so far.
Cambridge doing a nice job pressuring the basketball out of their zone defense, and that shot attempt off the rim. Now they got a rebound, and they do. Cole with the rebound. Kreis now on the dribble. Saracen almost lost it out of bounds, but it's tipped away by Shenandoah, and Cambridge will keep the basketball, taking it out underneath their own basket. 3:30 to go in the second quarter, trailing 25-15. Kreis thought about a three, turned it away. And they're going to call an offensive foul, I think, on Lampier, fighting for position down underneath with the push. That offensive foul not going to yield free throws here, but it is the 10th foul on Cambridge, so 2 shots the rest of the way in this quarter for the Zeps. And you can tell the Zeps are definitely missing the presence of Leach, who's over there on the bench with 2 fouls. Irvin gets a baseline shot to go, and that is her first basket of the game. She has 2 points, 27-15 Shenandoah. 3 minutes to go here until halftime.
Well, if the Zeps want to make any kind of progress throughout the season and down the stretch in the tournament, they're going to need to be able to learn to play without Leach.
Exactly.
Somebody else has to step up to be able to not only make shots like Irvin just did there, but to be able to handle the pressure and to pick up the defense. I mean, Leach, geez, she adds so much from the defensive end as well. So, yeah, they're going to need to learn to play without her anyway.
Smith back into the basketball game for Bailey Kenworthy for the Cats. Sideline out of bounds play. Getting that shot in the corner, and Cole turns it down into Lampier. And that was Kreis. She dribbles once, turns, spins baseline side, but can't get that shot to go. And we got a tie up in the lane, and that's going to stay with Cambridge. 2:40 to go now. 27-15. Zeps lead this one. Cambridge having trouble inbounding the basketball. Finally get it in, just underneath that 5-second count. Cole, left-hand dribble, and she is foul. Oh, they're going to call traveling. Could have gone either way with that one, traveling or the foul, and traveled before the foul. So that's going to be a turnover, Shenandoah basketball. Knoll running the show now for the Zeps. Cambridge doing a nice job in this zone, forcing them to the outside, and that is a three-pointer on the way from Carly Wickham, and it draws nothing but air out of bounds underneath Cambridge basket. And here come the Bobcats. Christ now enters the ball on the wing to Smith. Smith back to Christ. She's hit a three from out there. Dribbled and turned away. Looking in for Lampier again. Knocked away. Scramble for the basketball. Knowles got it. And they're trying to tie her up. Ball is still loose on the floor. And now we're going to call a jump ball. And that's going to go this time to the Zeps.
Yeah,
lost track.
Bodies rolling around on the floor there. Yeah, that was tough sledding there. I think that Coach Schott's probably going to want a little bit better shot here this time down the floor for the Zeps. But Wickham hasn't really had an opportunity to knock down one of those threes, and she can shoot the three, but I don't think rushing it there without making really more than one pass is what Coach is looking for.
Under 2 minutes to play now. Shenandoah trying to get a good shot, but it's knocked away, and they're going to call a foul on that scramble for the basketball.
There's a pretty good tackle there, really, by Saracen.
Saracen now, that's her second foul. Team's 11th, so it's automatic 2 free throws here.
And guess who's at the free throw line?
Brown, she got to warm up some in the last trip there. There were a couple lane violations on the shots. Brown this time, though, that first one up and in. As we pointed out before, she's a 60% free throw shooter, so you would expect her with plenty of chances to make a few of those.
She's found her comfort zone now. She's made the last 2.
She's got 5 points now in that second free throw. She dribbles the basketball, eyes the rim, lets it fly, and that one is good too. She's got 6 points now, 29-15, a minute to 40 to play in this second quarter. And this is one of those possessions. Again, Cambridge wants to get a good look at it here. They're at that point where they're starting to pull away. Shenandoah's been pulling away, and there's a bounce pass inside, and that's going to be a tie-up, and that's going to go to the Cats. I think when you're trying to throw it in there to Lampier, you've got to get it up in the air. Her advantage is her height. Right. You don't want her to have to lean over to try to get the basketball, and then they can just tie her up easily. If she gets it up and keeps it over her head, it's going to be much more effective. Knoll scrapping for that basketball, and she gets it again for the Zeps. Turnover for the Cats, and here come the Zeps on the run. Knoll going to try a three. Nothing but air. Saved and not saved. She stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Wickham stepped out of bounds with it. 1:06 to go. Cambridge with a chance here to cut into that 14-point deficit.
A couple quick threes, really, and
I don't really think that's the shot they wanted, exactly.
No, but Knoll hadn't had one yet, and again, she can shoot the three. There's several girls on the team for the Zeps that can knock it down.
And that's going to be another jump ball. They tried to get it into Lampier again. She couldn't control it. Lost the handle, and she got tied up. This time that arrow favoring the Zeps. Knoll kicks that ball over to Brown. Now in the corner, and it's taken away there. Nice play there by Bailey Kenworthy. The steal, she goes all the way, a lot of contact. And they end up calling an offensive foul on Bailey Kenworthy. A little bit of indecision there, I thought, on the officiating end of it. Lots of contact, and whistle came a little bit after all that.
It did, so. but the defender had her position. She didn't jump in front of her. And look, Bailey Kenworthy, she's not the girl you want to get in front of. She's on the varsity football team. She will knock you over. She's not afraid of that.
Shenandoah got it inside, but Lampier altered it. And they kick it back out this time, and they're trying to find something. I think she got away with a double dribble, but Shenandoah trying to work against this zone. Cambridge done a nice job pressuring them. Lampier swats at it, and she altered that one. Cole had the rebound, but threw it away. May with a two-point attempt, no good. That's going to be off of Cole, and Shenandoah going to keep it with 1.8 seconds to go here, JV, in this first half. Inbounded quickly, ball lost out of bounds, 0.2 seconds left, so we have nothing but a tip available here, and I don't think that's going to happen 88 feet from the bucket.
That's going to be tough.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. Shenandoah leads Cambridge. High school girls basketball action on AVC Sports, 29-15. We'll take a break. You are watching high school basketball on AVC Sports.
When it's game night, let Papa John's Pizza on Southgate Parkway feed your team after the game. Hey, this is Shannon. You can create your pizza with all your favorite toppings or pick one of our specialty pizzas like the Super Hawaiian, the Philly Cheesesteak, the Works, or the Fiery Buffalo Chicken. Don't forget we also have chicken poppers, wings, breadsticks, and cheese sticks too. Call 740-439-PAPA. That's 439-7272 or order from your phone at papajohns.com.
Everyone's looking for an encouraging sign in today's economy. The fact is, you'll find one right here in Caldwell at State Farm Agent Sue Snode's office. Because State Farm agents like Sue have been here helping people protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and we consider that a very good sign. See State Farm Agent Sue Snode at 400 East Street, Caldwell.
Are you looking for a career path with a growing company? AMG Vanadium is actively recruiting for production team members at its Zanesville plant and would love to talk with you about your next career opportunity. Come join a company with a strong environmental purpose and commitment to community. To learn more, visit AMG's website at amg-v.com/careers. AMG offers a competitive wage and benefit package and career growth opportunities. Applications are currently being accepted. Whether you are experiencing pain in your knee, tingling in your fingers, or a sore back, Superior Med Orthopedics is here for you. Their patients' health and safety is their top priority, and they currently offer telehealth visits for your initial appointment. Take comfort in knowing when you come to their facility, they're following all protocols to ensure you remain safe. Find out all their team offers by visiting seormc.org today to learn more.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
I'm not buying till I checked on Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com.
Chandler Funeral Home and Cremation Service not only offers the most modern and spacious funeral home in the area, it also offers the largest outdoor monument selection display. If you are considering a lasting headstone for a loved one, take a drive by Chandler Funeral Home to view their wide variety of sizes and colors. For personalized assistance in selecting your monument, contact Chandler Funeral Home at 732-1311 or on the web at chandlerfuneralhome.net. Choose comfort. Choose Chandler Funeral Home.
Everyone's looking for an encouraging sign in today's economy. The fact is, you'll find one right here in Caldwell at State Farm Agent Sue Snode's office. Because State Farm agents like Sue have been here helping people protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and we consider that a very good sign. See State Farm Agent Sue Snode at 400 East Street, Caldwell.
Our community is a special place, and you work hard to make a living and build a good life for you and your family. It's not always easy. You deserve a local financial partner to be there when you need them most. At Woodsfield Savings Bank, we live, work, and play here. Our cutting-edge technology combined with local decision-making allows us to deliver unmatched personal service. Let us start earning your trust today. Woodsfield Savings Bank. It's personal here.
Halftime here, Gene Ford Court, Cambridge, Ohio. Shenandoah Zeps leading this high school girls basketball game 29-15 over Cambridge. I'm Dave Hilliard, John Valentine along with me here doing the broadcast tonight. First opportunity for me to be here at Cambridge and in the school and in the gym, and we just have such a great facility and a great spot for us to be broadcasting from. Really appreciate all the fine people here at Cambridge and their hospitality tonight. Again, give me a quick second here to mention all of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, WB Green Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Southeastern Med, Abel's Electric Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration, AMG Vanadium, Valentine Insurance, Woodsfield Savings Bank, Papa John's Pizza, Sioux Snowed, State Farm, and Chandler Funeral Home and Monuments. As I said, Shenandoah leads us 29-15, but at the end of the first quarter, 16-7 was our score, and the significant event there was Maya Leach picking up her second foul for Shenandoah and being basically relegated to the bench for the entire second quarter. She's their leading scorer, and Cambridge able to hang with the Zeps there in that second quarter. Shenandoah outscoring Cambridge 13-8, and that's what brings us here to our 29-15 halftime score. I'll turn it over here to my man John Valentine for some statistical breakdown of that first half.
Yeah, it was, as you mentioned, having Leach out certainly hurt the Zeps a little bit, and it did on the statistical end as well. From the field, from 2 points, they are 44% for the half, 7 for 16. Where it's really hurting them is from the three-point line, only 2 for 11. And it's not like the three-point shots weren't wide open. I just think they were kind of rushing them and taking them at times they didn't really need to, but only shooting 18% from beyond the arc, combined 33% if you put the two together. So they have made half of their free throws, shooting 50%, 6 for 12. So they are not shooting the ball probably as well as Coach Schott would like to see, and most of that has to do with only making 2 of 11 three-point field goals. So struggling a little bit with your leading scorer on the bench. You can imagine that that's going to be pretty common. On the flip side, Cambridge shooting 24% from 2, 100% from beyond the arc. Only took 1 three-pointer, but they made it.
They took 1 and they made 1.
So that helps their season percentage for sure. But combined field goal percentage, 28% overall, and 1 for 3 from the free throw line. That's pretty consistent, again, besides the 1-3 at 100%, of course. That's pretty consistent on what the Cats have been shooting for the season. Now, to the bad news is Cambridge is above their average so far. If you can imagine, they average 29 turnovers a game. They are actually ahead of schedule at this point. And you could kind of expect that because that's how Shenandoah likes to play defense, full court press. But again, the leading defender was on the bench that whole second quarter in Leach. But Cambridge was still managed to have 15 turnovers in the quarter, and 7 is what I got for Shenandoah. So Shenandoah a little sloppy with the ball, again, with Leach on the bench. They're kind of trying to feel their way, but they have several players in-house and Knoll that can handle the ball. And, it's not that they've turned the ball over in the half court. It's been several of those turnovers have been held balls.
Yes.
Of course. And so, that's going to happen at this level. But they haven't played bad in the half court. They've just taken some shots and just haven't made them.
I would say, too, John, it's one of those things that, it's a game that Cambridge is still in the basketball game right now. It's 29-15, but, Leach had 9 points all in the first quarter. Their second leading scorer, Carly Wickham, She only has 2, and she averages about 10 a game. So, that's another thing that really helped the Cats' cause here. And I'll break down all the scoring here. As I said, Leach had 9 for Shenandoah. Kinsley Brown with 6. Emmy House with 2. Savannah Irvin with 2. Briley May with 8. And as I mentioned there, Carly Wickham with 2. That rounds out the total of 29 for the Zeps. For the Cats, Lampier with 4. Miranda Cole with 2. Nevaeh Smith with 3. Emma Christ leading the Bobcats here with 6 so far. And that's the total of 15 here for the Lady Cats as they are trailing this one 29-15 at half. And again, it's one of those things where what do they need to do better? Well, they've got to get more quality shots, and to get more shots, you got to cut down the turnovers. And you got to get yourself some offensive rebound opportunities as well. They haven't got very many offensive rebounding chances, and they've got to just cut down the turnovers and try to force Shenandoah into some more turnovers. They've done a fairly nice job, though, as you pointed out, on defense with forcing some of those Shenandoah turnovers.
Yeah, when the freshman is leading your team in rebounding, you've got a little bit of an issue there, right? And not only a freshman, but basically a point guard or maybe a 2 guard. Right. So, the bigger bodies for Cambridge really needs to be in the paint trying to get some of those rebounds. And the freshman we're talking about is Miranda Cole. I've got her down for 4 rebounds there in that first half.
Cambridge going to start possession here in the second half. Shenandoah opens up in a zone, and we've got an extra participant here. He's got a basketball, and he's coming out on the floor.
Just wanted to play with Big Sis on the floor. You really can't blame the guy.
Oh, that's pretty good. At least they didn't get a T for too many players on the floor there, JV. So that ball tipped and knocked away, and Cambridge did get it back. Turnover begets another turnover. Struggling to get a shot off inside. Muscled the shot up there. Smith tried to get it off, but partially blocked and out of bounds, and that's going to stay with Cambridge here.
And you don't want to say this early in the second half that this is a big possession, but this is a pretty big possession for Cambridge, getting the ball under their own basket on an out-of-bounds play.
Couldn't get that shot to go, but rebounded. Cole going to try the 3. Got it! Cole with her first 3 of the game, and that's that 100% shooting percentage Cambridge has from beyond the arc now, 2 for 2, and that cuts the lead to 29-18. Ball, though, inside, and that was, I think that was Leach that just scored that one, if I am not mistaken. Could have been, I think it might have been Wickham instead that got that bucket. But anyway, 31-18 now. Zeps lead this one. Just under 7 minutes to go. Cambridge working to try to get a decent shot again against this zone. Again, partially, I think they're in that zone to protect Leach from getting another foul. And this time they get a steal out of it. That's Wickham, and she's going to push it ahead. And she throws the ball away, but it's immediately thrown back to Shenandoah's, and Leach had that ball, took the shot, missed it, but offensive rebound missed, and this time Cambridge comes down with it. It's thrown ahead, and a layup up and good for Miranda Cole, and she's on a 5-point run herself here in the quarter. That's her 5th of the quarter. Shenandoah takes the ball to the rim. Might have got away with a foul, but an offensive rebound there from House, and she's going to lay it up and in. And this is the tempo that Shenandoah would like to play at here, JV.
Yeah, for sure, but it hasn't worked in their favor yet.
And there's a steal out front. Wickham makes a nice play, and she lays it up and in, turning that turnover into points. And that's her 6th point of the game. As we pointed out at half, she only had 2, but she's got 2 quick buckets here, partially off just being active on defense. Smith penetrates and travels. And there's another one of those turnovers we talked about, and Shenandoah going to get a chance to extend that lead. It's 35-20, but going to call a timeout there. I think coach is, he's feeling this is a very important time because they had cut the lead down there to 11, and then now the lead got pushed back to 15. They really didn't get a good shot at the basket on either one of their last 2 offensive possessions. So I think sensing that was probably a good timeout there.
Yeah, and 8 quick points for the Zeps off of those turnovers too. And really could have had more with a couple missed shots there. So definitely a good time for a timeout there from Coach Lepla to be able to get them to settle down a little bit and make sure they start taking care of the ball. Now, that being said, both teams with 3 turnovers already in this third quarter. There's been a lot of back and forth there. So Cambridge is going to have to be able to take care of the ball in the half court. Now, Miranda Cole with 2 big baskets coming out into the third quarter. They're going to need a little bit more pressure on the defensive end to be able to get the Zeps to turn the ball over a little bit more, and then obviously convert on the offensive end too.
All right, timeout ends. Shenandoah going to take the ball out of bounds. Cambridge showing a little full court pressure themselves here this time. Shenandoah stepping out of bounds. Briley May stepped on that sideline. It's tough on this when they don't put the bleachers out on this side. You kind of lose perspective of where that sideline is because you feel like there's a lot more space and there's not. So again, Cambridge going to attack the zone. Christ out in front with it. Murphy in there with the basketball as well. Trying to get it to Lampier at the high post, but it's knocked away. But Christ gets it back. She tries to find Smith, but gets her ball back again, penetrates all the way down, tries the bank shot, no good. Rebounded, and that's going to be a held ball, and that's going to go to Shenandoah. 5:10 to play in this third quarter. Shenandoah leads Cambridge 35-20, and that's going to be a full timeout called by Shenandoah coach Sammy Schott. So we'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Build a good life for you and your family. It's not always easy. You deserve a local financial partner to be there when you need them most. At Woodsfield Savings Bank, we live, work, and play here. Our cutting-edge technology combined with local decision-making allows us to deliver unmatched personal service. Let us start earning your trust today. Woodsfield Savings Bank. It's personal here.
Are you looking for a career path with a growing company? AMG Vanadium is actively recruiting for production team members at its Zanesville plant and would love to talk with you about your next career opportunity. Come join a company with a strong environmental purpose and commitment to community. To learn more, visit AMG's website at amg-v.com/careers. AMG offers a competitive wage and benefit package and career growth opportunities. Applications are currently being accepted.
Third quarter action here at Cambridge, Ohio, Gene Ford Court. I'm Dave Hilliard along with John Valentine, our producer here tonight, Jaron Aber, and our camera guy over there, Andrew Dunlap, doing a fine job. And both these guys operating this equipment that JV and I have no clue about how to operate.
Nope.
So good thing they're here or there would be no video tonight. Shenandoah with the basketball here, trying to attack this Cambridge zone. Cambridge has done a fairly nice job defending them tonight. Shenandoah works it inside to Leach. Leach kicks it back outside. That's a good way to attack a zone, is inside out, but Leach pass couldn't be handled, and that's a turnover and Cambridge basketball here.
And typically you'll see a bigger body there working that foul line, right?
That ball thrown in the high post to Lampier, but it taken away by Knoll. And here come the Zeps on the run. Knoll swings it over. Now Leach has got it, and she lets it fly from 3, and that's good. And that's her 12th point of the basketball game, and that extends that lead to 38-20. Cambridge now trying to attack. Trying to get it into Lampier. They keep looking at her. She's in that high post. Keeps working that triangle of high post to block. And there's Christ. This time the three-pointer's no good off the rim. And Leach has the rebound, but it's taken away from her. Down to Christ underneath. And she misses that layup at point-blank range. And this time the rebound on the foul is going to go against Cambridge. That foul on Smith. And that is her first foul, team's first foul in this second half. Again, Cambridge with that full court pressure. Knoll handles it pretty well. She finds an open player. She's got Brown who kicks it outside. Now Wickham throws up a wild shot and it goes out of bounds. Cambridge basketball. Wickham thought it got knocked out of her hand, and she is surprised to see that it's Cambridge ball.
Well, I couldn't imagine that that's where she wanted to shoot the ball.
Yeah, I would have to agree with her. It seemed like that was tipped, but no go here. Cambridge, again, attacking that zone. Lampier set up shop downs in the low post, but they couldn't get her the basketball. Reversal now. Cole was looking inside. Christ penetrates all the way to the rim, and she gets a layup to go. And that's her 8th point of the basketball game, 38-22. Shenandoah on the run. And that ball tipped out of bounds. Leach tried to find her teammate Wickham underneath the bucket, but it was tipped out at the last second. And Shenandoah going to inbound underneath their own basket here. 3:09 to play in the third quarter, 38-22, Shenandoah leading. Lampier checks out for the Cats, so maybe they'll have a different approach in attacking that zone offense on the other end. Inbounded right directly to Leach. Shot up, no good. And I think that's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to stay with Shenandoah. I'm glad they went with that call instead of a foul. I thought that was a good call.
Yeah, I thought it was a good call as well. She had Conrad did not go over her back to get it. She just reached straight up and jumped over top of her.
Knoll shot short. Rebounded by Murphy. Here come the Cats. Christ has got it again. Crossover dribble, and she brings it into the offensive end for Cambridge. Murphy dribbles back out on top. Cole penetrates. A runner off the backboard, no good. Shenandoah rebound. And there's Leach with the basketball. She surveys the scene. She's got Knoll. Knoll lets a lefty three go, and it's off the rim. Rebounded by Cambridge. Nice job not letting Shenandoah get an extra attempt with an offensive board.
Again, it's not like it's not a wide open shot. I mean, that's Knoll's shot too, but it's just a rush situation, right?
And that's going to be another tie-up. This time, Cambridge is going to keep the basketball. Christ going to inbound the ball on the G in Cambridge. Couple substitutions here for Shenandoah. Wickham back into the basketball game. Out of bounds play here. Cambridge inbounded back to Christ. Shot fake, penetrates. Wild shot, but she's fouled. Nice job trying to get to the rim there from Christ. And that foul is on Leach, and that is her 3rd. And again, that's one of those where I think Leach needs to make a little bit better decision because she's a little bit too important for her team to get a foul on a play like that.
Yeah, and understand where the shot's coming from too, right? That's certainly not a real high percentage shot there by Christ. She was a little out of control, but she's rewarded and knocks one of them down.
Christ gets 1 out of 2. That's her 9th point of the night, and it's 38-23 Shenandoah. Knoll, lefty dribble, finds Leach, three-pointer off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded, Murphy's got it, and I think she's fouled this time. And she was fouled, and that's going to be on House. And that's House's first foul. Nice job there, Murphy, getting both hands on the basketball.
Yeah, Case, 3 rebounds already for Kiara Murphy, and 2 of them here in consecutive possessions.
Christ over to Cole. Cole gets it to Murphy. Tries to penetrate. Ball knocked away as she tried to make a pass into that high post. She was looking at Conrad. Just couldn't get it to her. Kendall Kenworthy going to inbound the ball on the side for Cambridge. Gets it to Cole in the corner. Back to Kenworthy, and now Christ has got it. Righty dribble. She's cut off by Leach. Boy, that could have been that 4th foul right there. And there's a tie-up, and that ball, I believe, should go to Shenandoah this time. And I think we're a piece of good officiating there. A little bit of extracurricular on that one. I think she's just telling her, I blow this whistle, you need to stop play. Ball does go to Shenandoah. 1:39 to play, 38-23. Shenandoah leads it. Cambridge still in this zone, and they've been able to pressure the ball pretty well. Nice move from Irvin, and Leach is going to get an offensive board up and no good. This time rebounded, and that's going to be an alternate possession. Again, this time it's going to go to Cambridge. Murphy did a nice job getting two hands on that basketball, just couldn't quite bring it down without somebody from Shenandoah also grabbing onto it, but alternate possession goes to the Cats. And now Christ brings it across the floor. Murphy dribbles up top, back to Christ. Cole in the corner, shot off, no good. Rebound though by Kenworthy. Murphy's got it, kicks it inside. Nice ball movement there to Cole. She lays it up and in. Cole's got 7 points in the quarter. She's got 9 overall. And Shenandoah breaks that pressure and gets down the floor quickly. A foul as Wickham was going to the hoop.
Caught Cambridge celebrating on that nice bucket down there by Cole. Caught him celebrating and kicked it out quick and got down the floor.
That was Conrad's 4th foul. Wickham going to get to shoot a couple here. And that first one is good. She shoots it at a 75% clip from the free throw line, so you would expect her to make at least one of these here, JV.
Yep. Got a nice touch on the ball.
Wickham made that first one to extend the lead to 39-25. 51.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Waiting there for Murphy to get that shoe tied, and now she's going to get her second shot. Wickham eyes the rim, and it's off the back. Lampier just checked into the game, has the rebound for Cambridge. 47 seconds to play. Cambridge looking to cut into the lead, but Knoll comes from behind and steals the basketball, and this time they're going to foul her. Knoll came from behind, made a nice steal, and that foul is going to be on Saracen, her 3rd foul. Shenandoah going to get the basketball back here with 40.6 in the quarter. Not as many fouls here in this third quarter, only 3 for Cambridge, 2 for Shenandoah. Ball thrown away inside. They tried to get it inside there to Smith, but knocked away. Here comes Christ with the basketball. Looks at Lampier at the high post, can't get it to her. Thrown in, and it's bounced off of Lampier, and it's going to be another jump ball. This time, arrow pointing to Shenandoah. Whoever does that possession arrow over there on the scores table is getting a workout tonight,
I just
JV.
stopped writing down. There were so many. I was running out of room in the first quarter.
And Shenandoah does a really nice job getting the ball into the middle against that pressure. Breaks that press, and now they're attacking the zone here. Knoll, lefty, penetrates, pulls up, lets it go. No good. Lampier with a rebound, but she stepped out of bounds. 0.6 seconds.
I like the aggressiveness from Knoll. She looked up and saw that she was running out of time, made a nice little head fake, weaved in and out of a couple bodies, and the shot just didn't fall.
0.6 seconds. You do have time for more than a tip, but it's got to be a catch and shot here. And we'll see what Shenandoah comes up with.
I'm guessing it's going to be number 0. They're looking
Ball's
for.
tipped away, and that's going to end our third quarter. Shenandoah leading Cambridge 39-25. We'll take a break. You're watching high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Your home and your car are likely your 2 biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
Chandler Funeral Home and Cremation Service not only offers the most modern and spacious funeral home in the area, it also offers the largest outdoor monument selection display. If you are considering a lasting headstone for a loved one, take a drive by Chandler Funeral Home to view their wide variety of sizes and colors. For personalized assistance in selecting your monument, contact Chandler Funeral Home at 732-1311 or on the web at chandlerfuneralhome.net. Choose comfort. Choose Chandler Funeral Home.
Game reset. We've played 3 quarters here at Cambridge High School. Shenandoah leads this basketball game 39-25. 8 minutes to play in this contest. Cambridge basketball to start it off. And when you haven't won a game as Cambridge and they're 0-8, you're looking for some little victories. And in that third quarter, both teams, it was 10-10. So you're trying to win the quarter or you win the half, whatever that may be. And Cambridge at least got a tie out of that one. And they're going to attack this zone here to start this fourth quarter. Ball tipped away there from Christ, but she gets it to Saracen. Saracen now to Kenworthy. Kenworthy, nice little bucket. And she's got her first bucket of the game. And it's 39-27, 7:35 to go. Three-pointer on the way for Shenandoah off the rim, but offensive rebound for Knoll. Knoll, and it's stolen. Saracen's got it. Dribbles it into the front court, pulls up and decides she's trying to get rid of, almost tipped away. Christ has got it. Kenworthy back to Christ. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Leach. She dribbles into the corner, though, and is partially trapped, but gets rid of it, and here come the Zeps. Knoll has the basketball. Holding it on her hip for a second. Back over to Leach. Leach, she's got 12 points on the night. She finds her open teammate in Wickham. Wickham tries to power it up, but she is fouled underneath.
Nice strong move there by Wickham to pick up the foul. And a good look from Leach.
And that's going to be on, I thought it was going to be on Kenworthy, but it was on Murphy instead. So that's going to put Wickham back at the free throw line, a 75% free throw shooter. And her first one is up and good. 40-27 now. Shenandoah leading this one. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the basketball game. Second free throw on the way here. Up and nice rotation, but in and out. Lampier with a rebound, and she gets it over to Murphy. So here come the Cats with a chance to get it down, cut into that 13-point lead here. Saracen's got it. Now she's going to get it to Christ in the corner. Lampier posted up. Now they got it to her in the middle of the lane. She squares, no good. A good look at it. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Kenworthy. And that's going to be her fourth foul. It was on Kenworthy.
Good ball movement, though, to find the open
And
spot.
Lampier had a nice look at it from right in the middle of the lane, so they got what they wanted out of it.
The look that you wanted, for sure.
Cambridge now with some full court pressure. Leach, left-handed dribble, crosses over, gets into the lane, finds an open teammate, and that teammate, Briley May, knocks that one down from 15 feet.
That's just too easy.
And that's her 10th point of the basketball game, and that makes the lead 15 at 42-27. Jump shot on the way, and they're going to call a foul. As Smith let that one go, I think she got bodied a little bit, and that is going to be on Leach, and that is her fourth foul of the basketball game, and I'm going to assume she's going to come out of the basketball game, and there is a sub up for her. Boy, there wasn't much contact on that one.
Well, but again, you got to know your place, right? You know, you can't pick up a fourth,
Right.
especially on a jump shooter.
Smith shooting 16.7% from the free throw line here, so a chance to increase that yearly percentage here if she can get one of these two. And that second one's off the mark and rebounded by Shenandoah. 6 minutes to play, a 15-point lead for the Zeps, but Leach on the bench now, so Cambridge can come up with some stops. They might be able to get back and get under single digits here in the contest. Knoll swings that ball back over. Lampier knocks it away, and it goes off of the dribble. Kinsley Brown trying to penetrate. Leach slapped it away. It went off Brown's leg, and it's going to be Cambridge basketball.
11 turnovers for the Zeps here in this second half.
Cambridge, as we said, holding their own. It was 10-10 in that fourth quarter. 3-2 right now, Shenandoah in the fourth quarter. Cambridge a chance to cut into that lead again. Reverse the ball to the left side. They like that left side tonight. Murphy over to Smith. Now Saracen's got it. She's looking at two people posted up. Now they get it to Christ in the lane. She turns to her right, lays it up and in. Emma Christ with her first bucket of the fourth quarter, and it's now 42-29. Cambridge trying to pressure the basketball. Leach out of the game. They're trying to get something done. Bounce pass across inside to Wickham. Wickham now finds Knoll. Knoll over to Brown. Back to Knoll. Knoll taking her time. Gets Wickham in the middle of the lane, and she's going to be fouled on the dribble.
Yeah, Kiara Murphy just stuck her arm out there and tried to cut her off so she couldn't get across the lane.
And that's Murphy's second foul. But again, that's team 6. So the next foul is going to be free throws for Shenandoah. And there's nice out of bounds play, and that's going to go into Briley May, and she is fouled. And I'm going to see if, I believe that was on Murphy as well, wasn't it? Yep. 2 straight fouls on her. May going to shoot a couple of free throws. And the first one up and good. 43-29, 4:50 to play in the fourth quarter. May shoots 65% on the year, and she's got both of those free throws. She's got 12 points now for the Zeps. And it's 44-29, 4:45 to play. They find Kreis inside, but it's taken away, a turnover. May had it, and she dribbled it out of bounds. Some contact over there, but she's on the sideline, and it's going to go back to Cambridge.
It has been a pretty physical game, really.
There's been a lot of contact out there. Yes, there has. Cambridge inbounds it. Kreis spins to her right, off the rim, no good. Rebound. Up and no good. Saved again. Kreis has got her hands on it, and they're going to call a foul this time. And that foul is going to be on House. That's her second foul. And she's going to come out of the basketball game. Irvin coming back in for the Zeps. Cambridge basketball. Trying to get it in. They find Murphy. Dribbles to the left. Pulls up. This time another foul going to be called. Smith trying to make a move with the basketball. And she's fouled by May from Shenandoah. That's her second foul. And that's the Zeps' 5th foul. So Cambridge almost in the bonus themselves here. Ball inbounded to Murphy. She's going to let that shot go from 17 feet. Follows it, gets her on board, but traveled.
Yeah, hustled over to get the rebound, but she just shuffled her feet there after she got the rebound and tried to put it back up.
Nice effort there. Cambridge going to come with some full court pressure. Knoll is thrown right off the foot of Wickham and back to Knoll, who finds May. May lays it in. Sometimes you got to be lucky, JV, and that should have been a turnover, but it wasn't, and instead turned into 2 points.
Yep, there were a lot of white shirts just standing around watching the ball flutter through the air, and the Zeps were more aggressive, cutting to the hole, and were
Saracen,
rewarded.
3-pointer on the way, no good. And that is going to be a foul on the rebound. And again, that was one of those lots of contact.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Janiyah Conrad's 5th foul tonight. She's going to foul out of the basketball game here with 3:46 to play. Shenandoah leads this one by 17, 46-29.
Well, she definitely got her money's worth.
Yes, she
did.
There
was a lot of pushing and shoving out there tonight.
And they were pretty much definite fouls. Knoll going to shoot it 1-and-1 here, and she gets the first one to go.
Now, I'm not going to second guess Knoll. She got a nice touch, but look where she lines up at the free throw line. Isn't that unique?
She's only 33% on the year, but as you said, she's left-handed JV, so that's one of those things.
You know how you lefties are.
You never know about those left-handers. And Knoll gets both of them, so what do we know? And it's 48-29. And that ball's thrown out of bounds. Not what the Bobcats needed on that possession. And Shenandoah going to control the basketball here. 48-29, 3:40 to go. Cambridge going to pressure him again. Ball inbounded right to May, though. Now Wickham's got it. And she looks at Brown, and Brown gets hit right across the face. And no call made there, but they're going to get a sub in for her, I believe. Knoll handles it out front. Hands it off to Wickham. Shenandoah content with learning that little dribble weave out here, maybe running some clock. Irvin, nice little baseline shot for her. And that's her 4th point of the basketball game. And now Shenandoah leads this one by 21 with 3 minutes to go, 50-29.
Quickly starting to pull away here, it seems. Cambridge with several turnovers here in this 4th quarter and not enough buckets.
And that's going to be a full timeout for Cambridge, so we'll take a break as well. You're watching high school basketball on AVC Sports.
This year, the Southeastern Med Cancer Services team is celebrating 30 years of being accredited by the National Commission on Cancer. Earning this accreditation and maintaining it for 3 decades is a testament to their team's quality outcomes, dedication, commitment, and care for their patients and community. Learn more by visiting seormc.org today.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it is for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company to offer liability coverage to package with their patrons' Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today at 638-3604 and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
4th quarter action here after that timeout from Coach Lepla. Cambridge has the basketball. Trying to maybe run a little play there for Christ. It's tipped away from her. But now Saracen's got it. Kenworthy. Nice penetration and basket there from Smith as she got all the way to the backboard, laid it up and in. And it's 50-31. But boy, Shenandoah does a nice job. Ball didn't even touch the floor as they break that press. And Wickham lays it in for 2 to make it 52-31. Cambridge now with the basketball attacking this zone. We were just talking about this off air. They've got to reverse the ball, make that zone move. This time they finally got it from the left side to the right side. Now back over a little bit to the left side of the floor. Saracen almost lost it out of bounds. Christ tries to penetrate the zone and she's loses control of it. Scramble for the ball, and that's going to be alternate possession to Shenandoah now. 2:01 to play. Shenandoah leading this one 52-31.
13th turnover by the Cats here in this second half, compared to 12 for the Zeps in the second half so far.
Shenandoah again, nice job breaking the pressure. Irvin, that jump shot no good this time. Cambridge with the rebound, 1:46 to play. Cole with the basketball, and she throws it out of bounds.
That fastball, she fires
well,
over there.
She was a little bit off the mark on that one too. Yes. That was low and away, and that needed to be high and inside. And that's going to turn the basketball back over here to Shenandoah. And Knoll not in any hurry whatsoever. She knows they're up 20 points. They've got Leach back in the basketball game. And she almost threw it away, but Knoll saved it. Irvin with another shot, and just inside the three-point line, and that's her 6th point of the game. Cambridge now attacking, 1 minute 10 to play, and they turn it over. Leach, she's eyeing the rim. She goes all the way, and it's blocked. Nice play there by Christ. And Leach incredulous that there's no foul called, and Cambridge going to come away with the basketball. And we've got a lot of substitutions here. Now under a minute to go, and Shenandoah leading this one to 54-31. And they're going to bring in lots of new faces there. Brianna Leach into the basketball game. Riley Weckbacher into the game as well for Shenandoah. Cambridge now got the ball to Lampier out top. Christ, she's trying to find some room against that zone and can't get any. Cole, she swings it over to Kenworthy. Kenworthy shot up and in. Her 4th point of this quarter. 54-33, less than 30 seconds to play, and I don't think Shenandoah is going to be in any hurry to do anything here. House with the basketball. Irvin's got it on the wing. Lampier harassing on defense. And they're going to call a foul on Lampier.
She said, I didn't mean to do it, but she still blew the whistle.
And that's going to be her third foul. 10.5 seconds to go. And I'd like to say this young lady's name, but we don't have it.
Uh-oh. And I can't see her number.
It's number 10.
Number 10. Well, I would assume that would be Alyssa Crum off of the JV roster.
All right, free throw, no good. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, thrown out of bounds with 2 seconds to play. 54-33 here, 2 seconds to go. Shenandoah basketball, and they're going to win this contest and run their record to 6-5 on the year. As it's inbounded and the clock is going to run out, and the horn blows to end this basketball game. Shenandoah 54, Cambridge 33. We'll be back in 3 minutes to wrap up our broadcast. You're watching high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Are you looking for a career path with a growing company? AMG Vanadium is actively recruiting for production team members at its Zanesville plant and would love to talk with you about your next career opportunity. Come join a company with a strong environmental purpose and commitment to community. To learn more, visit AMG's website at amg-v.com/careers. AMG offers a competitive wage and benefit package and career growth opportunities. Applications are currently being accepted. Whether you are experiencing pain in your knee, tingling in your fingers, or a sore back, Superior Med Orthopedics is here for you. Their patients' health and safety is their top priority, and they currently offer telehealth visits for your initial appointment. Take comfort in knowing when you come to their facility, they're following all protocols to ensure you remain safe. Find out all their team offers by visiting seormc.org today to learn more.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
I'm not buying till I checked on Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com.
Chandler Funeral Home and Cremation Service not only offers the most modern and spacious funeral home in the area, it also offers the largest outdoor monument selection display. If you are considering a lasting headstone for a loved one, take a drive by Chandler Funeral Home to view their wide variety of sizes and colors. For personalized assistance in selecting your monument, contact Chandler Funeral Home at 732-1311 or on the web at chandlerfuneralhome.net. Choose comfort. Choose Chandler Funeral Home.
Everyone's looking for an encouraging sign in today's economy. The fact is, you'll find one right here in Caldwell at State Farm Agent Sue Snode's office. Because State Farm agents like Sue have been here helping people protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and we consider that a very good sign. See State Farm Agent Sue Snode at 400 East Street, Caldwell.
Our community is a special place, and you work hard to make a living and build a good life for you and your family. It's not always easy. You deserve a local financial partner to be there when you need them most. At Woodsfield Savings Bank, we live, work, and play here. Our cutting-edge technology combined with local decision-making allows us to deliver unmatched personal service. Let us start earning your trust today. Woodsfield Savings Bank. It's personal here.
Back at Gene Ford Court in Cambridge, Ohio, the Shenandoah Zeps have defeated Cambridge tonight 54-33 in girls high school basketball action right here on AVC Sports, our YRP TV YouTube channel. I'm Dave Hilliard along with John Valentine and, of course, our nice producer and cameramen here, Jaron Aber and Andrew Dunlap. We appreciate, again, all of their work tonight. Shenandoah basically controlled this game most of the way. A couple of spurts in this basketball game for Cambridge where they were able to keep the game within reach, but Cambridge just not able to cut down the turnovers enough to be much of a factor in this contest. The turnovers ultimately their demise in this basketball game. Shenandoah, again, winning this one 54-33. I'll go over all of the scoring totals here. Leading scorer for Shenandoah tonight was Briley May. She had 14 points. Maya Leach, the leading scorer for the season, averaging 17 a game. She had 12. Kinsley Brown with 6. Emmy House with 4. Cadence Knoll with 2. Savannah Irvin with 6. And Carly Wickham had 10 points. For Cambridge, Ava Lampier with 4. Miranda Cole with 9. Nevaeh Smith with 5. Leading scorer for Cambridge tonight, Emma Kreis with 11. And Kendall Kenworthy had 4 for that total of 33. And I'll mention all of our fine sponsors once again before I turn this over to JV and let him do some statistical breakdown. Again, Doan Ford, Patrons, Buckeye Mutual Insurance, WB Green Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Southeastern Med, Abel's Electric Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration, AMG Vanadium, Valentine Insurance, Woodsfield Savings Bank, Papa John's Pizza, Sioux Snowed State Farm, and Chandler Funeral Home and Monuments. And again, thank you to all of those sponsors for tonight's broadcast. JV, some statistical breakdown, if you will.
Yeah, as you mentioned, turnovers certainly were the story tonight, really for both teams. I think Shenandoah, Coach Schott's not going to be real happy with the amount of turnovers that the Zeps had tonight. They had 19 total, 12 in that second half, so that was, I'm sure, a little frustrating for them. But Cambridge, on the other end, 30 total. I talked about 15 in the first half, that they're working ahead of their game average, and that continued with 15 more in the second half. So they finished with 30 turnovers. It's tough to compete in games when you turn the ball over 30 different times.
Yes, it is.
And to be honest with you, I may have missed a few because the action was pretty quick there several times. So
there were some turnovers that happened.
That's exactly
there.
right. Yeah,
exactly,
so I could have missed easily a couple for really both teams. So that's the story of the game. But you can kind of understand that maybe a little bit for Shenandoah when your best player and really the one that handles the ball the most is on the sidelines really for the entire second quarter and got in foul trouble again in the second half. You could understand a little bit sloppier play. But, again, as I mentioned, that was really the best case scenario for the Zeps is to have that happen, to see how your team can handle adversity. And the good news is it would happen against a team that really struggles in Cambridge, who hasn't won a game yet. So if you're going to be in that situation, it's a good learning experience for the younger folks with Leach on the bench. So Cambridge, on the other hand, they showed good spurts today.
Right.
They were competitive in the game, really more than what we anticipated.
Yes.
And as you said, it was a even scoring in that third period. So, Cambridge did not give up either. Now, it started to fall a little bit there in that fourth quarter. Got a little tired, a little bit more sloppy, trying to make some things happen maybe. But, the game was closer after that first quarter, really, that Cambridge didn't give up, and they kept pressing and trying to get those turnovers. And that's really what kept them in the game, is their defensive full-court pressure. In the half court, there were good times, and there were other times where they just let Shenandoah get some easy looks as well. So, certainly some good things to take away, really, for both teams tonight. Being able to play without Leach on the floor, something good for Shenandoah, and then Cambridge having some success against a team that, Shenandoah didn't shoot the ball real well today.
Right.
But, Cambridge has got to feel good about that. Shenandoah only shot 38% from the floor for the entire game, and looking at the amount of threes and the folks that make threes on a regular basis of all the film that I watched in their games, was kind of surprised that they didn't shoot the ball as well from long range tonight. They only shot 25% from three-point land, 38%, like I said, overall. They did make 53% of their free throws. Cambridge was pretty consistent. they're not a real great shooting team anyway, but coming in the game, they actually shot the ball a little bit better than their season averages. So they shot 33% overall, but they did make 60% of their free throws. So, something to build on there.
Well, these teams, Shenandoah has run their record now to 6-5. Cambridge drops to 0-9. Up next for the Zeps, they won't play till January 5th, and they're going to host a very tough Warren club on January 5th. Up next for the Cambridge Bobcats, they've got December 27th, they'll be traveling to Morgan, and they'll be going to St. Clairsville on December 29th. So they still have a couple games here before the new year. I'd also mention here, I don't know if I did this earlier or not, but Shenandoah claimed the JV contest tonight as well, 33-18. Next up on our upcoming schedule on AVC Sports Thursday night, all these are boys basketball contests. Thursday night, Shenandoah at Barnesville, that'll be on WBNV. Tuesday the 27th, Cambridge is at Indian Valley, and that'll be on WILE, and I believe JVU and Bill Kafuri will have that basketball game.
That's correct.
The same night, Barnesville will be at Union Local, that'll be on WBNV. And then Friday, December 30th, Cambridge at John Glenn, that'll be on WILE and YouTube, and that's I think there's some other activities that go along with that. Cambridge, John Glenn.
That's right. I will be very busy that day. That is the annual Catfish Challenge. You want to stay tuned for that. Pay attention to Facebook and Twitter to be able to get some more updates on that coming up.
I saw your smiling face talking about that on Facebook the other day, as a matter of fact. So, good fun in terms of the neighborhood rivalry there. But again, tonight in this basketball game, Shenandoah did what they had to do. They came in here, took care of business. They won this basketball game 54-33. And, that's just one of those things that Cambridge, you're looking for some improvement, and we thought that they did tonight. So, again, Cambridge trying to keep improving, and they're trying to get over that hump and get themselves a W here before this season runs out on them. That's going to wrap up our broadcast tonight. Again, Dave Hilliard along with John Valentine, Jaron Aber running the show here, Andrew Dunlap. Wish all of you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy New Year. And keep tuning in to AVC Sports for your high school basketball this winter. You've been watching high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Thanks for watching high school basketball from AVC Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, WB Green Insurance, West 40 Auto Sales, Southeastern Med, AMG Vanadium, Valentine Insurance, Chandler Funeral Home, Sioux Snowed State Farm, Woodsfield Savings Bank, Papa John's of Cambridge, and Abel's Electric Heating and Cooling.